What's going on, guys? Derp here, and today I've got something quite cool for you guys. In the Flying Cup, I've put a very meta team together consisting of Steelwing Skarmory, Altaria, and Aerodactyl. And these are going to be some very quick battles because this cup is very fast move heavy, like, I don't know, basically all the Pokemon that you want to use have fast moves that can hit for either neutral or super effective upon a lot of the other meta. So I guess without further ado, we'll get into it. We've got Skarmory leading to Aerodactyl, so straight away, this is exactly what Steelwing Skarmory is for. They're going to bring in Talonflame, and I sort of make a mistake. I bring in Altaria, but then I realise it's not that bad, because chances are if they're safe swapping Talonflame, they will have something else weak to Aerodactyl and back. So I know we can take one Brave Bird, and I'm going to try and farm down, but it doesn't look like I'm getting there, so we're going to throw the Sky Attack. Leaving on minimal health, so the Aerodactyl gets very little farm. Because Aerodactyl with loaded energy is deadly, guys, in this cup, so you better watch out. Skarmory going to come in. You're going to see how much damage these Steel Wings are doing. If I had Air Slash, it would be a very different story, because obviously Aerodactyl is resisting Air Slash. But they throw a Rock Slide, we shield, and they bring in Mandibuzz, and Aerodactyl's pretty good here. So the opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. So off to a good start. I think I went 7-3 in these two sets with this team, but I've been playing it a lot more recently, like basically throughout. I think I actually changed it up. I replaced Altaria with a Water Gun Pelipper, which is just as cool. But yeah, it's been working quite well for me. And here you see Dragonite on the lead, which I personally don't recommend using Dragonite just because it's so glassy. And there's no real benefit to running it over something like Altaria. So Skarmory's going to be able to comfortably handle this matchup. Can throw a Sky Attack, look to get a shield, which we do. They're going to go for a second Dragon Claw. I'm happy to shield this because I don't want to be put into farm down range. And I'm going to bring in Altaria, try and snipe, well, not snipe, but farm down before they reach a move, which we do. They bring in a Drifblim, but it looks like it's got Astonish, so maybe this battler is not as experienced as some other battles, or maybe they just ran out of TMs. Either way, we're going to no-shield this Icy Wind because it's low enough where either Aerodactyl or whatever is left of Skarmory should be able to handle it. I think I'm going to bring in Aerodactyl just in case they've got their own Aerodactyl, because my Skarmory would be handy to have, and they don't. There's another Mandibuzz. So I guess reasoning for opponents bringing Mandibuzz, it's quite a bulky mon, so reasonable to use it to hit for decent neutral. As you can see, it still does a lot of damage to Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is super squishy. We're going to catch on Skarmory here. I don't know, it's a questionable play, because I was thinking they might be able to farm me down after, but thankfully they're not before we reach a move, which should be getting the last shield. Don't know what happened there, but I didn't hit enough bubbles, but hey, well, they shielded, so it's alright. And yeah, we're going to bring an Aerodactyl, and we could go for the Rock Slide, but we're going to go for the Earth Power, because why not? I do love a good BM after all. So this Earth Power going to be taking out the Mandibuzz, and that is a GG. Which is super good. So yeah, as you can see, fast-paced battles, fast move damage is key in this cup. Aerodactyl shreds, Altaria pretty solid. It's sort of a balance. With Altaria, it's a balance of bulk and fast move damage, and Skarmory is there to combat the Aerodactyl. This is a very interesting lead. Waterfall Gyarados, so that's another Pokemon that counters Aerodactyl. So they farm up a bit, they bring in their own Skarmory. We're going to go for the Sky Attack, which doesn't get a shield as expected, and we're going to be able to get to another Sky Attack. So I forget the counts for Steelwing Skarmory. I think it's like 8 then 7. I might be completely wrong there, but it's a bit slower than Air Slash. So they're going to farm up to a lot of energy and then throw. So I think I'm happy to let Altaria go down now. It's sort of done its job in baiting out the Skarmory. We're going to bring in our own Skarmory, can soak up all of this all of this charge move damage, which is super good. So farm it down. They bring in the Gyarados again. And I think, yeah, I'm going to no-shield this. 2 shielded Aerodactyl is really solid. It's just an Aqua Tail. So I'm going to try and get a shield off of them before I swap. So I throw an alignment, and it doesn't look like they sneak, which is super good. They probably, yeah, they do shield. Now I'm going to bring in Aerodactyl, and yeah, you can see how much that one waterfall did. Did a blooming lot of damage. As you can see, my Aerodactyl isn't Shadow, which is usually recommended. So I think we might lose this game. Actually, I'm not sure. But yeah, Shadow Aerodactyl is recommended for extra fast move. However, I didn't have one, so I just went with the shiny. And yeah, I'm going to not throw a move at all. It's a questionable play. And yeah, we're just going to die there. No, it wasn't really questionable at all. My bad. That was because, well, they would have shielded and we couldn't get to a move on Skarmory. So we do take the L there, which is slightly unfortunate. It's definitely a very sort of RPS meta in the way that if you don't have switch advantage, you're just going to struggle. And here's another interesting pick, Mantine, which I've seen a lot of, especially today during my battles. So we're going to swap into Altaria, knowing full well this thing has Ice Beam, so we're going to have to commit a shield here, which it is an Ice Beam, thankfully not a Bubble Beam bait. And yeah, I know it's the same counts for Azumarill, so it's 5 bubbles for the Ice Beam. We're going to throw our Sky Attack, and we do get a shield, and I think I'm willing to commit another shield here, which I am, yeah. So commit 2 shields and completely farm down here. Just so we've got switch advantage and plenty of energy. So even if they bring in an Aerodactyl, thank you, please be, yeah, it is Aerodactyl. I thought I remembered this game. We can still hit this for a lot. So I'm going to bait with the Sky Attack, expecting a shield straight away, because this would probably still do about 50% of its health. We do get a shield, so we're going to go for the Dragon Pulse. Not many booms in this video, but you know what? I feel like we can do a boom here. Boom! That Dragon Pulse does one-shot the Aerodactyl. And they bring in a Molga, so this game isn't fully over unless we get to a move. We do get to a move. That is super good. Molga with energy is pretty deadly in, well, Flying Cup in general. Not many things can do well versus a Molga, apart from the likes of Gliscor and Gligar. I didn't want to run Gliscor in this cup because of its ground typing, really. I don't think it's got much play versus other flyers, bar a Molga and Zapdos. So I might try it out at some point during the week. But yeah, they take us out with a Discharge. We used Skarmory there to soak up all the energy and then just farm down with Aerodactyl. So yeah, GG there. Going into the next game, we have Skarmory into Mantine. Also, if you've got this far, please comment what team you're using for Flying Cup. That would be pretty cool. I'd like to hear suggestions and what you guys are running. So yeah, another Mantine. We're going to bring in Altaria. It's probably the safest matchup against Mantine for the whole team because we can shield the Ice Beam and this thing has no fast move pressure against us. So we're going to throw just one bubble before they reach their next Ice Beam. So I'm hoping to get a shield, which we do, and they end up over farming, which is a misplay for sure by the opponent because that means we reach our second Sky Attack, which pressures the last shield. Sneaking a little Dragon Breath there, which is always quite nice. I shield this and they end up baiting, so I get quite scared here. I'm feeling like they're going to reach another Ice Beam, so I catch, and then I'm thinking, oh no, that wasn't an Ice Beam, but it was just a Bubble Beam. It was the Ice Beam, so that was a really good catch. And they do bring in a Molga, but thankfully we've banked still a lot of health on Altaria, so this isn't that bad a situation. I'm going to Discharge, that does KO, really nice, they don't get any extra farm. Gonna probably bring in Altaria here, yeah. And we can probably reach a Dragon Pulse because we take one Discharge pretty comfortably. Altaria's part Dragon typing is another reason why I think it's pretty good in this cup. You resist the elemental types with it, so what? I won't list them because you probably know. But yeah, Dragon Pulse is going to be taking out a Molga, which is super good. And they've got their Aerodactyl, but thankfully that Dragon Breath chip damage means that we're going to be able to farm down. And yes, Aerodactyl Mirror is so common. And we can farm down the Mantine. Almost forgot that thing existed. And actually, I think in one of these games, I forget another thing. But you'll see that later, so you better keep watching. Yeah, I know you. About to click off a video. Probably not, but hey, well. Shadow Salamence. Oh my god, this is a pretty spicy pick. We resist the, well, hard resistance Dragon Tails. They're not really doing that much, as opposed to our Steel Wings, which are shredding through this Salamence. So I expect them to reach an Outrage, but they actually bank the energy, which I guess is a decent play. Bring in Pelipper. I'm going to go straight for the Sky Attack here, which is super good. This does a lot of damage. Then we're going to bring in Altaria, resisting the Water Gun. Altaria is probably the best counter to a Water Gun Pelipper in this cup as well, which is super good. Weather Ball, I actually called the Weather Ball there. I knew a Hurricane wouldn't KO, so I didn't feel like shielding that, but they just baited. So these are only 2 Weather Balls, which we can take comfortably. leave with a move loaded. And what do they bring in? The Salamence. I don't know. Maybe they overtapped or something there. They bring in a Braviary. This is pretty spicy, but as you are going to see, Altaria is running riot on this team, guys. Honestly, Altaria, maybe not MVP, but definitely a really strong Pokemon. I highly recommend using it. Yeah, oh my god, that does so much. We can just bring in Aerodactyl, one tap, and the Braviary is dead. So GG's to that opponent there. As you can see, the little task in the bottom corner actually completed the 256 wins stage. Like today, it was not very good rewards there, but I hope they do a lot more with the Battle Pass in coming seasons. I'm very excited to see what Niantic decide to do. So another Mantine lead, we're going to Safe Swap into Altaria. Sladley? I can't speak. Sadly, we are like one Dragon Breath behind being able to CMP on each Sky Attack with them, but they're actually bringing their own Altaria. So I'm going to Sky Attack, Bait, hoping to get a shield, and we do get a shield, which is super nice. I'm going to go for another Sky Attack, yeah, because I can take their Sky Attack, which is super good. I'm going to go for a Sky Attack here, which is, yeah, pretty good here. We'll do a lot, mate. Might pressure the last shield? No. Opponent is smart and saves the shield, and they actually end up, I don't know whether that was lag or just not wanting to give me farm, but I don't know. They bring in Zapdos, so it was probably lag, to be honest, so unfortunate there. But Zapdos is quite problematic, especially with an energy lead, so we're going to bring in Aerodactyl. Thankfully, look how much these rock throws are doing. This is only a Drill Peck, I'm pretty sure, but I don't want to take the risk, so I actually shield and it's a Thunderbolt. Okay, well, my counts were off. They bring in Mantine, and I tried to catch, I guess, a Bubble Beam, but my counts were off there. But it doesn't really matter either way. We can tank? I cannot speak. We can tank 2 Ice Beams there, so we should be alright. I'm going to go for a Sky Attack just to get that last shield down, just in case it ends up coming down to that. And yeah, they're going to throw another, probably Ice Beam here, and we can take it, yeah, just fine. And yeah, the opponent quits, probably knowing that they had no win con, but yeah, that's fair enough. And there is something I've not put out here. Against Sizzling Sim. That's a cool name. I like that name. But what I don't like is a Mulga in the lead, which is what we see. So we're going to Safe Swap straight into Altaria. Thankfully, they don't farm up too much, so we're not too worried about that in the endgame. They bring a Skarmory, which is a solid response to Altaria, but it's not as comfortable as you'd expect it to be, considering Steel versus Dragon. Dragon Breath still does a lot, and yeah, this Sky Attack here. Also, this is Air Slash, so interesting. I'm gonna go for a Sky Attack, really hoping that we can get a shield, which we actually do. And it was CMP, so this is super good. Happy to let Altaria go down here. It's done its job, baited out the Skarmory. I'm gonna bring in our own Skarmory, maybe? Yeah, alright. And I think, yeah, this is the game where I go for a very aggressive farm down. They actually end up swapping into a Mulga. I'm gonna throw the Sky Attack, because I want to either get the last shield or pressure some health. It's probably gonna end up being health, which it is, and I'm gonna bring in Aerodactyl. And I think, did I sneak there? Because if I snuck there, I should be able to farm down, but if I didn't, I did. Yes, right, I can farm down without having to shield the second one. And they bring in Waterfall Gary, and that is pretty terrifying. I'm going to Earth Power now. This may seem... Oh, he's BMing again. No. Earth Power's got a chance of debuffing, so I'm hoping to get the debuff, which I don't. So, better take the chance than not. And I'm going to no-shield this, which is fine. We take the Aqua Tail, and can we farm down? Oof, we've got to shield this. And yeah, this looks like a win. And I'm like, yay, I'm done. Oh no, they've got their Skarmory left. I'd completely forgotten about this. Not sure whether we would have won this game, but one Sky Attack. Yeah, we would have won that game if we'd have actually tapped the screen there. So that's what I can't remember doing that much at all. So honestly, it's probably one of the first times I've done that. So I was super annoyed. I was like, what the heck? I forgot they were still alive. But, hey, well, you win some, you lose some. And we lost that one because we were stupid. Yeah, into Emolga. So, with Safe Swap Altaria, they bring in Aerodactyl. This isn't too bad for us. I'm really hoping we can reach 2 Sky Attacks here. And I've got a feeling we might be able to. So, first one, gonna get the shield. As I said, Aerodactyl super glassy. Oh, not able to get off the second sky attack, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to bring in the Skarmory here, and they didn't throw a charge move, so I don't know. They were farming up energy for next season, because at least it's ranked next season. I cannot wait to get back into ranked play. It'll be very, very fun. But yeah, they bring in a Mulga, and we can take one discharge, and so we're going to do so, but it still does a lot. So I'm going to swap into Aerodactyl. There's a bit of stutter lag, so we're desynced, but it doesn't matter because they throw a move. So also, I'm being very fidgety. I'm just aware of that. Are we able to farm down? They bring in Zapdos with Charge Beam. And can I farm down? I can farm down. So this should be a GG. You can see Aerodactyl is absolutely monstrous in this cup. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that or have said that this video, but it's just insane, guys. Like, if you don't have Aerodactyl, you're going to lose. And I'm sorry to break that to you. But yeah, another Amolga lead. So again, I think we probably picked up more negative than positive leads. But as you see, we came back from a lot of these games. So Sky Attack onto this Altaria. They actually no shield, so I'm contemplating, do I want to no shield this? I'm gonna no shield, and it's just a Sky Attack. But, oh yeah, I remember this. I actually let them farm me down, because I want to get farm on Skarmory here, because the only way I can beat that Amolga is if I get shields down, therefore I want to get like a Brave Bird loaded. So, basically, just gonna farm this down, hoping they don't reach another Sky Attack, and they don't reach another Sky Attack, so that's super good there. I'm probably gonna bring in the Amolga, and I'm gonna go straight for the Brave Bird. Gonna punish if they no shield this. Are they going to let it go? They're not. But we get a shield, which is also super good. And they bring in Waterfall Gyarados. And unfortunately, this also looks like a loss because, yeah, Waterfall Gyarados is pretty annoying for our team. So, yeah, I'm going to shield up this Crunch. And even though we've both got a shield, yeah, that Amolga is just going to be too much for me. So, do I top left? I don't top left. I'm just going to no shield this. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. I really appreciate if you did watch right until the end of the video. It means a lot. And yeah, I don't think I've got much else to say. I hope you like the new... Wrong way. That thing over there. The colours. I made that today. I think it looks pretty cool. Please, yeah, do the stuff that I said. Bye. Have a nice day.